Looking to save money and buy the best Kirby within your budget? Then this is the video for you. And don't forget, everything used in the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. So is 2024 the best time to jump in to buy a Kirby vacuum? Well, it's looking like it is. Kirby is sending a lot of Kirby Avalirs 2s, which means there's a lot of Kirbys hitting the second-hand market. And the advantage of that is most of these Kirbys have been refurbished and it's the previous owners selling them on Marketplace. So let's dive in and see what my latest pickup is. Hi Kirby fans, so here we are again. We've got another Kirby pickup, and this one was advertised as upgraded to the latest Avalier 2. Fully refurbished and serviced by Kirby. So let's dive in and see what we've got. Now there are a lot of Kirbys sold on Marketplace, and trust me, there's a lot of rubbish out there. There's a lot that's been abused, and some fantastic deals on Kirbys that have been fully refurbished by Kirby, and the people have just bought them because they've upgraded and obviously thought, well, I may as well not trade it in and I'll sell it on Marketplace. So that's better for you. So let's start hoping this up and see what we've got. Wow. So what we've got is a Kirby G5. I haven't seen one of these in a while. My previous G5 I did sell. Let's see if this is in better condition than the G5 I picked up years ago. Fully refurbished by Kirby, and they've got the owner's manual in here. We've got, Kirby service receipts. So it's been serviced every year, and this was of 2023. So that one was done last year. So let's check it out and see what we've got. So look at the tools. Looks like we've got a full set of tools. We've got our portable shampooer, we've got our portable handle, we've got our air intake, we've got the hose. Now the hose looks like it's been used, but it's been cleaned, so it has been cleaned by Kirby, which is pretty cool. Also, it doesn't smell of cigarettes or any grime, so that's pretty cool. We've got the wall and ceiling brush, our floor tool, we've got our upholstery tool, we've got both our poles. The poles look in reasonably good condition. There's a little bit of damage on there, but what can you expect for a Kirby that's this many years old? We've got our crevice tool. It's unusual to find this on the crevice tool. Normally they've been lost and this has all been worn out. So that's pretty cool as well. We've got our inflator and de-inflator. We've got our pet groomer and a light bulb remover. And then we've got our duster brush. So let's get the Kirby assembled and then we'll look around it and see how good it is. Right, so we've got the Kirby G5, so as we look at it, it's pretty clean. You probably could do with a light polish, obviously, because it's been stored. I don't know if they've stored it while they've got the Avalier 2, or when they bought their Avalier 2. It's probably going to be a couple of months ago. But it could do a little polish, but it's pretty clean as it is so far. Got a little bit of grime around here. Obviously, that's just normal for dirt and grime to be on an old second-hand Kirby. But if we take this off, just have a look at the bumper. So looking at the bumper, there's a little bit of a scuff there. Normally this is all rubbed off completely, but it's still inset there, so they haven't rubbed it against the skirting too much. That side's not too bad. Bumper looks pretty intact. There's no gouges either. There's normally gouges in these where people have rammed it under furniture or under cars. We've got a little dink there, but that's nothing for what we paid for this. And then obviously the owners had sold it on and made that cash back to pay for it towards their Kirby vacuum. Got a little bit of corrosion here. Brush roll, it's got a new brush roll. So Kirby have fitted a new brush roll in this. So they paid for their new brush roll on the Kirby. probably paid for a new fan as well, and then they've had they've brought the Avalir 2 in and gone, oh, we'll buy the Avalir 2. It's like, well, and they've probably thought, well, we just spent this money on here, so we may as well keep this and flog it on to get our money back. So they've obviously got the money back for the brush roll and whatever they paid for the service on it. So that looks pretty good. Let's look around the Kirby itself. So looking at the bag, this is normally the worst part of the Kirby vacuums because these do get rubbed up against skirting board and walling. So we'll zoom in and have a look. Right, so look at the bag, a few scuffs here, but there's no damage there, which is unusual. Apart from my Kirbys aren't damaged there, but there's no damage. So this hasn't been rubbed up against walls, a little bit there probably, but there's nothing run through because they normally rub them and rub until they rub through and then they damage the bag. So we'll turn around and have a look inside the bag, check there's no dog hairs in there because people normally vacuum and forget to put a bag in. So looking in the bag, I'm not sure how good this is coming up on camera, but that is absolutely spotless in there. It looks brand spanking new. So just quickly get a bag fitted and then we'll look at the rest of the Kirby. Let's look at the main unit around the front. There's no damage to this. Normally these are damaged. People have tried to force another unit on there or something. Normally it's a G3 or a G4 that they've tried to fit on there for some reason, and this isn't made for that because you've got that thick ass seal here. So just bear that in mind. If you've got a G3 or a G4, you can't use the intake valve or the hose on a later Kirby unless you change the ends on them. So look at the fan, there's no dinks in the fan, so it's definitely had a new fan on that service. We don't know if the bulb works yet. I think the G7 I bought didn't have the bulb working, so we'll check that out, whether this still works. Those wheels, I'll zoom in on these wheels. Well, let's look at these wheels, there's barely any wear on them, there's no dinks, it's not been run outside or in the garage. There's no corrosion here, there's a little bit maybe there. Mainly if people have used the shampoo system and just haven't dried it off and just left it a bit moist. Because it's aluminium, you're going to get a little bit of corrosion from that moisture. Or if you leave it in a garage where you're going to get moisture during winter, you're going to get corrosion on there. So my advice is, if you've got a Kirby, don't leave it in a garage over winter where you're going to get moisture and cause corrosion, because then you're going to have issues trying to polish it all up. Looking at the tech drive I've just spotted, it's had a new neutron drive switch. The sticker's still on there. So it's had that replaced in that service, I'd say more than likely. So we shouldn't have any issues with clicking or anything on this. We'll check it out in a minute. Now I did say it got a new brush roll, so technically this brush roll should be on number 1. And it is, and there's no wear at all. I don't think it's an oblique brush roll because that seems quite a little bit soft compared to the oblique roll I've got on my Avalir and on my G4, but it's still a brand new brush roll. Just wind the belt on. Just going to check the total control. So that's not jumping, which is pretty good for a Kirby of this age. So that's fine. Drive and neutral switch, it has got a late Avalir 1 drive and neutral switch on there, so it has been replaced. I think these were normally grey and green. Comment down below if they were, I can't remember offhand. The cord looks fine, so it looks like it's got a new cord. Again, with these cords, just make sure there's no damage to here. 9 times out of 10, if they're going to split, it's going to be a split within here. So if it does stop working, just give that a wiggle and see if it's damaged there. Obviously it's a bare cord, don't touch it. The only other part on these that does get damaged on that cord, if it hasn't been mowed over, is up here. Just take that off. And it's normally here where it's tuck in and out to convert it to the portable for vacuuming the bed. If you're doing that weekly, I mean, obviously I don't vacuum my bed weekly. It's normally once a month or once every couple of months that I'll vacuum that mattress. But that's normally if people get obsessed with converting it to a portable, and they just keep taking it, say every single day, it's going to wear that lead at the end of the day. Has been addressed with the new Avalir system where it just clips in. It's not one of these clips, so that's a pretty decent upgrade with the Avalir 2 system compared to the older Kirbys. I've had my G4 25, 26 years, and I've only ever replaced the lead once, purely because I shut it in the car door and actually put a kink in it and it damaged the lead. But other than that, I've never mowed over it. I've never had issues with these. Right, so you can check the tech drive before you turn it on. So normally in neutral, there's no grinding, no clicking. So that's working fine. There is a little screw missing from here, no biggie. Put that in drive and that should turn, which it does. It's in gear. We'll soon find, and then no neutral and no clicking or anything. So when you push that, there's no noise whatsoever. So that is pretty sweet tech drive. Looking at the condition of it, I reckon it hasn't had that much use, purely because the colour of the wheels, the hubcaps, the front wheels, there's no wear. So it's probably had a couple of years use, or on and off. It might have been an old couple that owned it and they've upgraded it to the Avalir 2 system and obviously sold this on to me. So the proof's through the pudding. Let's get this plugged in. We've got a bag in there, see what it sounds like, and if it vacuums, pretty sweet. Right, so just turn it on. I can't believe this. This is the second one the bulb's gone. So we're gonna have to change the bulb in this. My G4 bulb was working up until I changed it to an LED, it never blew. So I don't understand why these bulbs are blown. But obviously it's age over time. So yeah, we've got the second one that there's no lights working. We're gonna get it started up now, check it again, run the tech drive as well, and then we'll give it a bit of a run around and see how good it cleans. We just check the tech drive, which we can do while it's in situ. So if we lift it up, we'll turn it on, put it in drive, and then I'll push the handle back and forth. So tech drive looks like it's working pretty well, but the only way we can test it is obviously run it. So let's give it a run. So looking at that, we've got a pretty good G5. It sounds superb. It's no issues with the tech drive. It had that new drive and neutral switch fitted to it. Obviously been fully refurbished by Kirby before I got it and when they got their Avalir 2. So this is a fantastic pickup. Apart from the bulb, it's well worth jumping onto Marketplace and looking out for one owner from new Kirbys that are being sold. Obviously just check that when you get them, they are literally that, but you can get some great deals. And people have had them serviced every year. You're looking for a machine that's going to last out for years and years to come. Don't forget, if you use the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Final thoughts, yes, we've picked up a Kirby G5, it's a 1999, it's 25 years old. Does it look it? No, it doesn't. It's surprising how these Kirbys are still out there and still in reasonably good condition, especially in people that had their Kirbys serviced every single year and then just bought or upgraded to a new Avalir 2. Well worth looking on Marketplace for a Kirby within your budget. Just double check it has had one owner from new and double check it is in condition and the points I did point out in this video that nothing's damaged on it. From a second-hand market point of view, 2024 is definitely the year that people are upgrading to Avalir 2 and selling their older Kirbys, and that's an advantage to you. Now those looking to service your Kirby, check out this video next, and for those who missed the G7 that I picked up, check out this video next. So thanks for watching, happy cleaning, and I'll catch you next one.